First of all, where are you going to go to get any players? Seriously, where are you going to go to get any players for the next week against San Francisco? Yeah, but what is your counter? What is your damn counter?
My counter is...
I really want to know where you would go get it. Now, don't tell me about should gotten a guy in the off season.
Why not?
This isn't a damn word argument just because I'm not arguing with you. I remember those criticisms very well. Okay, so what?
Are they playing out to be accurate?
What's your point? What's your point?
My point is, it seems like
Listen, let me tell you what I'll do. Let me tell you what I'll do about it. I will let us sit down and look at the decisions we've made over the last several years. I'll look at it. Now, if you think I'm interested on a damn phone call with you over a radio and sitting here and throwing all the good out with the dishwater, you have got to be smoking something over there this morning. This is not your job. Your job isn't to let me go over all the reasons that I did something and I'm sorry that I did it. That's not your job.
Well, my job is to ask
why.
Get
a job, or I'll get somebody else to ask these questions, man.
Jerry, we're trying to figure out why the team is.
I'm not kidding you. I'm not kidding you. You're not going to figure out what the team is doing right or wrong. If you are, or any 5 or 10 like you, you need to come to this meeting I'm going to today. There are 32 teams here. You're geniuses.
Jerry Jones later said that the facts are, if I'm going to be grilled by the tribunal, I don't need it to be by guys I'm paying. He doesn't pay the employees of Odyssey, who are the hosts of 105.3 The Fan, The Morning Show, Sean Sharif, RJ Choppy. He doesn't pay them. I don't know if he thought he was talking to Cowboys media. I don't know. Or, Michael, I mean, the frontline takeaway is this is the attitude you get from the NFL. Usually it's the customer is always right. But when the inventory is so limited, the supplier dictates the terms. Because if 105.3 The Fan gets out of line, somebody else in the Dallas-Fort Worth area is going to be the flagship station for the Cowboys games. That's the power Jerry Jones has. But he doesn't pay these guys. And I've been listening to him on those programs for years. There's always been a healthy back and forth. I don't know what set him off yesterday because he's faced tough questions in the past. For whatever reason, man, off he went on the guys who were asking him fair and appropriate questions.
Yeah, I mean, I heard it, and it was moderate pushback, and it was fair. When he asked them, Mike, what's your point? He was about the host was about to tell, I can't remember which one it was about to explain, okay, this is my point, and Jerry cut him off. No, it was confusing to me because when I heard him say that, I said, oh, that's a threat, and this must be a station that has either they have Cowboys games or the Cowboys have some type of business relationship where they can choose who the hosts are. Jerry has more power than we know because he's basically saying and it goes back to our conversation earlier about the certain personality type who wants accountability on their terms. Yes, I can say I need to be better. I can say I need to do a better job. But if you say I need to do a better job and I'm not ready to hear that, then we're going to have a real problem. But it sounded like a threat. It was a threat. Hey, if you're not going to ask me the kind of questions I want to be asked in the proper phrasing at the proper time, I'm going to somebody else. Watch out. And they kind of nervously chuckled because they know, okay, what are the chances that a powerful owner, a billionaire in the NFL with the number one franchise value-wise in the league would do something like this? And chances are pretty high that he would do it.
I want to make 2 quick points, and then we have to take a break. But number one, this is a byproduct of teams and leagues owning their own media operations because when they have people on the payroll who have to fall in line, they expect others to fall in line too. The employees of broadcast partners need to fall in line. The independent reporters who have access to the games, they need to fall in line. So that was a manifestation of an attitude that I get from time to time from the NFL through NBC back to me to stay in line, even if the mere fact that I'm saying it out loud shows that I'm not willing to do that. And secondly, Michael, the grift is catching up to Jerry. He's been able to keep the Cowboys as America's team, even though he really hasn't had a good, great championship caliber team in a long time. And he's been able to word salad his way through it. I think this year, people are starting to figure out the Emperor, at least as it relates to understanding how to keep his best players, when to pay guys, when to address your needs. He's not getting it done. And fans, the worst thing you can be is apathetic. They're starting to become apathetic about the Cowboys. And by hitting him on the offseason lack of moves and all their failures that way, I think it just hit a raw nerve because he's got nothing he can say.
Two quick things. If Mike McCarthy had a show, the host would go at him. He'd be the face of the 47-9 loss to the Lions at home. Another disappointing home loss. But Jerry Jones was there, and they haven't been to the conference championship game in 30 years. I think the hosts were totally fair trying to ask him, why isn't this what it's supposed to be?
Yeah, Jerry crossed the line here. He was out of line. And the reality is he talks 3 times a week. After the games, twice on the radio. I wish more owners would follow that lead. Let's hear from these folks who can't be fired. Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.